outside of the YouTube channel, the reason why I feel like this was already kind of in the works is because I know you, AD, and I know you are not the most sensitive guy to get that pissed off about someone saying that you had the same 4 jokes. I said, oh, this was the perfect catalyst to be like, we out, because there's no way my guy, AD, who I could bust balls with all the fucking time, gets that offended by hearing that someone thought he had the same 4 jokes that he's like, I quit, fuck y'all, we out.
It was more than just the 4 jokes.
There was a ton of shit for sure.
There was a ton of shit behind the scenes, but
I think the narrative is like, that was like the thing that you were like, I'm out.
It was the confiding in somebody that I feel like, yeah, you could talk among colleagues and stuff like that, because he could have told T-Rell that. It's when it's brought to my attention and you talk to me, tell me how you honestly feel. Because if you talk behind my back, you'll talk behind my back about all type of shit.
Right.
So I don't know what the fuck it really is at the end of the day.
And it was like also this, was it the same week that the Richard Spencer thing
and
happened?
I was saying the timing of everything was just weird. It was like, I call you out for this. Now this week it's, and that's one thing people don't understand. Well, like, you guys were not friends. It's business. But I'm like, if you leading the conversation is, hey, for our friendship to remain, I think you should come do this over here. So I'm like, I'm looking at it on some friend shit. He's wording it as friend. Like, I'm putting my whole life into this company.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I just feel like it should have been handled a lot differently, because I could take, hey, you don't want me over here? All right, cool. I'll come do this over here. We can continue the business going. But, you know, after hearing everything that transpired, and even after we even made our exit, I'm like, oh yeah, we made the right decision.
Yeah, it felt like a very, stressful place to be around. That's what I told my boy. He was like, "Yo, you wouldn't be on No Jumper." I was like, "Fuck no, I want no part of that toxic ass."
But it wasn't stressful for us when we came in.
No, because you guys were like the crowd favorite, and you guys kind of kicked off. I feel like you guys literally kicked off the current business model over there.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, without you, there's no him, and without you, there's no like random shows that Adam isn't necessarily on camera for.
We just bought, like, a sense of team and camaraderie to the building that wasn't there at first. Because before that, it was just strictly do the pod, ain't no business and stuff like that. And I was like all for teamwork. And when T-Rell came, he's like a real overthinker. He's like, look, we got to be a team. So everything was just reinforcing. That's how we was moving. He'll come in the office and he'll crack jokes with everybody. Like, that's what make the shit fun. We sitting there saying shit to each other, and it was just all love and shit too. So,
I also think, T-Rell, you're like a natural, bro. I think I told you the interview you did with Jay Stone. I think you did one with Mozzie. I was just like, those are like some of the best interviews with Mozzie and Jay Stone I'd ever seen. And this is something you're new, like, you're not like necessarily interviewing folks, like, you know what I mean? But I just thought,
Jay Stone, I did by myself. Mozzie, we did in the collective, we did on the pod, but still,
that Jay Stone was like a big moment.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, too, like some of those moments too, like, are key for me. Like, especially when you interviewing somebody and they like barely talking, they saying one word, or you say something they don't like and they look at you. It's just like how you get out that fucking conversation like that. But I study motherfuckers like you. You know what I'm saying? Like Adam, I study y'all, man, because you guys are like super like great at this shit. Like, I'm studying shit, writing shit down. I'm trying to rememorize, and you motherfuckers just hop on the mic like, hey, what's going on? And just, super conversationalist. But yeah, man, I mean, that shit taught me a lot over there. I fuck with it, man. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate everything that I got from it. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate Adam, everything he, you know what I'm saying, he gave me, you know what I'm saying, everything he taught me from here on out. But, we got to move on. We had to do what we had to do. I mean, the same 4 joke shit was just like, whatever. It was just like icing on the cake from just built up shit. You know what I'm saying?
I saw what Duno had said, which I totally,
Yeah, like he's just that type of shit.
Right.
And we all had to hold Duno down. Duno was like, bro, I'm finna
Duno been wanting to get out.
He was like, I'm only here for y'all. You
I'm doing mornings on Power 106.
Yes,
yeah, like, what? Like, but it's just, I'm like, Duno, don't do it right now. We all got to stick together. Hold it down for me. You know what I'm saying? I really had to hold Duno down, and then this was just like, soon as that shit happened to AD, it wasn't me. I couldn't tell Duno like, hey, like hold it down some more. Like it's out. Like nigga, this is out. I'm cool on this shit. Like so we just had to make that move, and you know it's all good. Like you know what I'm saying. Adam, he a cool nigga. You know what I'm saying. You know some of the decisions he make as far as business or whatever the case may be might not be on point. You feel me? Like you know, and it's just a it's a learning curve for every fucking body.
Yeah, I think it's a learning curve for him too, because I feel like he's kind of always done shit where it's like just him and whoever's recording and editing, and like to like bring in all these personalities, and like you know he's never really signed people. So I think that like there's that narrative where he was like, well, in hindsight, maybe I should have signed him. And that's like, and that I don't know if y'all saw me on the show.
I was watching.
Yeah, and I was like, well, if you would encourage them to go and do their own thing, like wouldn't that be like with the idea that they might do very well?
And that was where I was. That's another reason why I'm looking at it a little differently too, because it's like if you pushing us to do these things and we reaching certain heights, to me it make you look good.
Right.
Like I'm a boss that put on these other bosses and put them in position, not like, oh, we all competition for each other. And I feel that's when the comments and these outside narratives keep coming out instead of really looking at who the people are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we can get into it. I can get into it with him, but I can talk to him. Mm-hmm. I don't have to be like, hey, bro, nigga, or tell somebody something bad about him and keep doing that. And me and Adam, we done bumped heads a million times.
Right.
But every time I'm saying, hey, bro, you my brother. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at it like a brother.
Right.
You my brother. If you wrong, I'm going to tell you wrong. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. Mm-hmm. It's a revolving door. It's not one-sided. And a lot of times, like, I know for me personally, I know it just felt one-sided. It's like, yeah, you could tell us when we wrong, but when you wrong, it's like, oh, I ain't got to say, no, it's not. I'm not. I'm like, bro, it don't work like that.
I mean, I think, communication and common sense, it didn't play a big part in this shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, communication should have been on an all-time high. You know what I'm saying? And then common sense just get up in there, especially if you're on the business level and you think, and sprinkle a little friendship in there. Let me get in there, man. These dudes is doing their thing. I see him getting hot. Let me go offer him something before somebody else offer him something. And let me see what that looks like. You know what I'm saying? Let me go entertain this. Let me see what this looks like, and when we'll be good. We didn't necessarily have to be on your platform, but it just in the perfect world, if I was to do it and I rewind it, I'll go back, you know what I'm saying? Let me sign these guys for a year, whatever. Keep doing you know what I'm saying? I'll take my percentage, whatever you're doing, you know what I'm saying? Tours, merch, whatever the case may be. I was open to whatever, you know what I'm saying? I was open to whatever any deal anybody had, you know what I'm saying? As soon as I began, or, you know what I'm saying, just leading into it after a couple months, but it's all good, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just business experiences that people probably have never experienced. So,
I think that's really what it is, right? It's like
that's it, dog.
It's like the first time you go through something like that, it's like, well, in hindsight, but at the same time, you got to kind of have the business acumen to be like, well, shit, it's pretty obvious this is getting huge.
My common sense level, come on,
so
like
maybe I should call a meeting with the boys.
Yeah, but like what he said on no Joe shit, and he was like, they were enthusiastic, but I didn't know they were that enthusiastic. At that point, it's like
that line hurt me right there.
Essentially, like
that was like
we knew they were gonna do good, but I didn't know they were gonna do that good.
Like but even still, like you could have still came like, okay, you guys are doing good. My bag. Let's try to see. Let's try to see instead of
like, hey guys, I didn't realize this was gonna happen. You know, it's kind of
and we would have did it.
Yeah. Instead of you still push this to the side.
All of this stuff is still new.
Right.
Like we're looking at this and like,
I mean, you just celebrated a year.
Yeah,
you're not at a year yet, are you?
Nah, I'm at barely 6 months.
Crazy. Yeah, it's wild. You guys have been killing. So for the new channel, obviously your guys' streams on your own respective channels are really big. Is it gonna be streaming shit, or is it gonna essentially be
everything? Just
a bunch, like you guys are getting the space.
We're going to have streaming stuff over there. We're going to have original content. Any ideas that come to mind, we're going to be signing talent. We're going to be doing everything we're supposed to do.
Yeah, but we also going to be taking our fucking time, too. We're not going to be sitting out here rushing, just throwing niggas on camera and just doing anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll take our time with what we got right now, and then we'll just add gradually, and then you'll just see the growth and the evolution of everything. Like, it's no need for us to go in here and rush, but we definitely finna come with it, you know what I'm saying? Because we learn from the best and just looking around, you feel me? And having that free spirit and free mind to go out and try new shit and, and have it work. Like, we seen the ins and out of all of that shit, and that was a great experience in itself, though. So we got the sauce, you know what I'm saying? And we just gonna implement it.
I definitely think y'all had the sauce in that building. Like, y'all kind of brought the flavor over there, you know what I'm saying? Like,
For sure brought the substance.
I feel like, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it felt like a lot of artists had stopped like wanting to go over there, but it kind of felt like because you were there, they would still go over there. Is that safe to say?
Yeah, I fought hard. Like, I'm telling people, like, bro, come fuck with me, man. Listen, I don't want to come over. Man, it's for me.
Yeah.
It's a good look for me. And then you get certain individuals that's coming through them doors, and Pun using his resources. He been trying to get Q over there for almost 2 years. He's like, you know what I'm saying? So
You ain't doing no interviews right now.
Fuck no.
That motherfucker's playing golf. He's rich.
Come where, nigga? Nah, hell no.
I'm at the Calabasas Country Club.
Yeah.
nah, but like, I go to the club and the artists be like, bro, they watching it.
Right.
They just like, oh, I don't want to be involved with that platform. And then, certain people like Wiz come through. All right, I'm gonna do this for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? And Pum, hey Mozzie, come on. And certain individuals like, okay, we made it to where it was cool, and I feel like it got this identity back as far
For
as
a sec. And then the identity became all the drama, man.
Yeah.
How do you guys prevent that same shit from happening with your...
Well, nigga, we ain't
last
doing
night,
it.
there was a lot of
I'm
drama.
about to say we not doing a good job because some shit happened.
I mean, when drama,
recently.
but initially when drama happens, it's not on us. You know what I'm saying? And it's not our job to post clips and post the videos and go hard with it. Like, we're not in control of that. So if drama happens and if you putting it out, that has nothing to do with us. You know what I'm saying? It can stay internally. It can stay in-house. But if you choose to put it out as a platform, as a company, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? We didn't ask nobody to do that. We don't control the clip channel, the main channel, the Instagram. We don't control any of that shit. So who's really controlling the narrative? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, who's controlling what's going on and what you guys see as far as the drama? And that really was like no on-camera drama. Like, our pod, at the end of the day, has never beefed or argued not one fucking time. You know what I'm saying? And the other pod that left, which was Disconnected, they've never had any drama at all either. So all that other shit was just shit that didn't have anything to do with us, and we'll just speak on it. You know what I'm saying? So those clips will arrive from that shit, you know what I'm saying? And videos will arrive from that shit. Still, like, we wasn't in control of putting that out. So and the people really can't blame us for that shit. So,
No,
you know what I'm saying?
And two is you can't win for lose because if you don't speak about it, oh, you're scared, you ain't speaking about it, or you're PC. And when you do speak about it, oh, you're messy, you shouldn't do that. So it's like people don't know what they want.